Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick Hill TV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick Hill TV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? You see? Set the path for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, brothers and sisters, greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I I. And all things that's good and wonderful. You see it? So, why? Richard Currie know say you can always claim ignorance to the facts so well then. I platform is small, so you can claim say in a year. But you know, somewhat when I read your message them and I try and I justify yourself, we get this feeling says like I'm me I talk to. Not to insult them, but certainly expression and think you feel like say you think of me while you talk. Like you wonder. You know say everything what you say has already been revealed. You know, see it, and you still come and fight this losing battle. Morally, it's morally defeating. You know, see it, and socially defeating as well. Because we pass this as a people. We will come together and we live in love and forget certain things and whenever they are, we just celebrate the culture and our whole as a part of the whole are we. But you come back with this divide and now for some whatever reason you want claims. You know, and in so doing you insult the rest of Jamaicans and Jamaica, which is the vast majority of the population, with your rhetorics. You see it. So I'll play a clip from Prime Minister Andrew Holness address the issue. You see it, and then we take it up back from there. So you see it. So with all due respect. We'll catch it now. Yeah, we'll pick it up in a bit.
Very dangerous premise. And I said earlier that there are some threats that the average citizen looking on might think it is innocuous, it is popular, and take a liking to it. Because the discussions that are held in places that should know better does not highlight the threat. Jamaica is a unitary, sovereign state. There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. I want that to be absolutely clear. None. And under my leadership, not 1 inch of Jamaica will come under any other sovereign authority. What you are asking would be another for the government of Jamaica to take taxpayers' money and grant funds to fund another government. This is not a government saying they are a local government, a parish council government, which is under our constitution. Are you crazy? Really? Do you know what you're asking? This is the stuff of how guerrilla wars come and states break down. Wake up, Jamaica. Don't court foolishness and problems. Wake up. People have died as a result. And you expect me to stand here as Prime Minister and fund activities that could lead to the breakdown of our state? Never. Thank you.
Yeah. So Prime Minister Andrew Holness sound really passionate about that one, yeah. And the thing about it is, I agree with him. I fight alongside the Prime Minister upon that one, yeah. You see, like me say, if I one thing we agree upon, but we agree upon that one, yeah, you know. Prime Minister Andrew Holness. You see it. And I feel the passion if me could have explained it in the undiplomatic terms where some people might not pick up. You want to tell me, say, the majority of us Jamaicans who you deny maroon heritage and things like that, and who you claim and obviously admitted to taking back to the plantations to get further abuse and just, you know, when them run away and try to make an escape for themselves. See? You want to tell me, say, you in yourself now, I go expect the vast majority of Jamaica to find financial resource and support the taxpayers of Jamaica to find financial resource for mine you and pay you still? You know, sister, it's like say we abuse sit on one side and I claim saying program we for go out there go find for him food like a pimp. You know, so Richard, when name there Currie go on like him a Jamaican pimp, him a the pimp for the rest of Jamaica. When just send we out the colonial slave system done and him still want benefit from the idea, the practice. Because that's what I want this day, you know. You see, this guy where perform a certain role amongst him own black people in order to get recognition and embraced by another race of people, which is the colonial people them. Seen? And in doing so, in order to perform a service will ensure, say the rest of population, the rest of black population work hard as slaves to maintain the European colonials status quo. Them plan for them things, slavery. They was part of the foot soldiers, essentially, for the European them after a while. You know, see it? No, the European them leave and say slavery abolish. Whatever them did say before slavery, whatever promise them did make them Gaia on the back of slavery, whatever promise them make them Gaia due to the atrocities of slavery with them, the role them with them play in the deprivation of Jamaican culture by assisting in the annihilation of a lot of our founding fathers. You know, see it? By assisting in the annihilation of them people here, them were in service to the crown that enslaved the people. You understand what I say? Yet them come back, whatever reward them did get for that service, based on the realization that the service was criminal. Based on the realization that the act of slavery has become illegal. All proceeds, everything about that trade is final. You see it an obsolete Rasta. Where this black man come from in this day and age of today, a demand for him reward of the benefits from the blood of his people. You understand? Him a demand for him. Where is the shame in that guy Rasta? Where the dignity there? Where the class? That guy has no character. He not no standard. How? I mean, all right. Let's look at it two ways. Let's say Jamaica. He might think that Jamaican people are intelligent enough to pick up on what he might do and run along with him and support him game and help also get him assist the same slave them where them condemn and disrespect. He might seek assistance from you now for, you know, for pay him the reward, because obviously we end up paid the slave master them for loss of property. So him see and a demand, him see how them get paid for loss of property and a demand payment now for him service where him did perform during them time there. You see, all right, let's say the people are not smart enough to pick up on what him do. See? To show you how much. No, even if, let's say him, I think, the people are not smart enough to pick up on what him do. You know, see, that's to show you how belittle or no respect them have for Jamaican intelligence whatsoever. You see, them feel like something like that can pass over the vast population of Jamaica and some member of the population will pick up on that little disrespect that bit of immorality. I no ask, I no question about it. Alright, let's say everybody did ignorant that way and not pick up on it and can't pick up on it. Richard Currie, in your conscience, you feel like this is a dignified, respectful ask, Rasta? Regardless of the agreement where you and your master them have to this day. You feel this is a reasonable ask, being a member of the Jamaican community where you grew up in after slavery, post-independent, us. You, yourself, honestly think you should have justifiably resurrect a conversation like this today amongst the Jamaican populace at such a divisive conversation, where the rest of Jamaica are going to think and feel. Remember, it's not UNO against the colonial soldier them, and UNO against the rest of Jamaica, So you are put it now, boy. Like you don't realize where you are do. Me support bro God. I feel threatened like a group of people around this are organized to come do something, You see it? And we have indignation towards funeral action. And we supposed to have indignation and it's prepared for some level of I say, come up and Rasta. Come on, man. You see it? I want to think a coward and we are idiot slave between submission so much that we don't remember what UNO do. Maybe I forgiving, we just forgiving and decide to move on. You see it? But really and truly, we don't forget Rasta. Somebody we don't forget, see it. And you come perpetrate the same agenda today. How many years after slavery, you don't even respect the fact that, well, then slavery has been abolished and it's the rest of Jamaica, the whole of Jamaica suffer because of it. You don't even observe that and get on with the day, get on with the business. You don't see it. You come further divide Jamaica and claims all sort of stupidity. You don't see it. Coach Mumbolo, let me tell you this. Why I'm not going to run for park? I mean, you know your question you're asking, Because I don't know, you don't see it. Why I'm not going to run for parliament or make some representation in Jamaica politics then? Because it's just black dog for monkey. And you can't come tell me that because a guy come with maroon flavor. Maroon a slave catcher. Maroon is to catch your grandfather, and if you use a maroon and you claim the heritage now, and that you used to do, Rasta. That's the legacy we're not claim and I jump and I be so proud about. Because only we are alone. That's Jamaican. Only can make the claims too. If so was the case, that make claims in Europe and abroad and everywhere and get on a request granted. You see it? And in so doing, you don't need Jamaica. You don't need no question and ask Jamaica or nothing. But financial support, resources and them things there have to come from the same slave them only used to catch and carry back. That is an insult, Rasta. You not what kind of people? You not vampire? One of morals there. All the people up there run with Richard Currie with him that argument. Where I come from with them sort of argument that when shame and disgrace upon UNO. At the end of the day, the rest of the world I realize what UNO do, why UNO name Maroon and why UNO so proud. No, you are coming and say it was a extradition agreement. Remember I'm telling you this, idiot. If you extradite somebody to a country, you can't. America now extradite nobody to no country, no human rights violation. And there's no, as up to this point, there has never been another bigger human rights violation by any member of the human race. Like that of slavery, by your own kind, your own skin color Rasta. And you justify it these days. So you and Babylon did have an extradition agreement. You don't see it. So you had was to honor the agreement and return. You polish it up and make it look acceptable. Like so, well then, the words where you use are going to make no action less bitter, Rasta. You don't see it. I don't know whether you are going with that thing here today in Jamaica, amongst poor people in Jamaica, And I 100% don't know why I tell Maroon Town people, I don't know why I tell the people about a compound, but them sort of sentiments, them sentiments they die out. Them sentiments never exist. More than every people them now observe say madness the boy I come with Rasta and I come split the place and the people again. You know see it? When a guy you defend, where you go with that? The other day, them come with backside argument down there, the whole Jamaica jump up and stand up in defense of the cockpit country. I never just, like the rest, I will sit back and say, yeah, because see what going to happen. You know, see, a guy that wait for them opportunity a long time to create this level of animosity in a Jamaica. And it's very unfair and unfortunate, Rasta. You know, see, if you know, say, another man who look like us can't talk with enough honesty and truth in our countenance. You can't see generalship. You look for Richard when he attack. Richard Currie attack, him can't even look 5 seconds in the camera straight and be a quint and blink and shut on you and them try to make pretty fine, pretty word and make him argument look like he must struggle to articulate while I cover him phoniness. You know, see, we can't believe say them things a fly. A guy cannot chat themselves or something in Jamaica. I alone see the inflammation in where the guy are going with Rasta. I alone. Now, we Jamaica quiet. No. You can't always look on it so make him go and chat him. Now I have nothing to forget. I run on for vocalizing the feelings and make a guy know so if you go back in him hole with them argument, they're not hustling not there so. Instead of China them take Jamaica already and go with it. Why is this there so if you come out of Jamaica for you and your group? Eh? Why you not deal with the thing and fight on behalf of the whole Jamaica? You come separate Jamaica now when I talk about your own group and phone group. Me stand upside that bro God panda one Rasta. You know see, I mean man, I hear that thing that man. You know see, the relationship, the history hasn't fared that well with the Rasta. History now remember uno so well. You know see, history now remember the maroons with much compassion. History now remember the maroons with the farmer dignity Rasta. You know see, and you can't come dig out no. What else you do? All you do for repair the damage them you do. Not even an apology, not even an acceptance of the evil. A guy go pretty up words and I want to talk about it's like an extradition treaty that exists today. Richard Currie, wicked, all people, maroon town people. How to make that boy abuse the rest of Jamaica, so Rasta? You don't accept them, you too quiet. You're too quiet. You know see, that guy have to stop talk like him try to separate Jamaica. We don't need that. You know see it, I hear that argument them there. And silence is being complicit. You know see it, no matter when a trick where the guy tell Jamaica for the whole away. You know see it, we who suffer the abuse, look on it, we who suffer the abuse of the maroon have never set up any wire fence and maintain or try. You know, focus on a divide between us. We always remain observant and humble and admire the maroon as well. No disrespect. You know, see it, most forgiving than anything. No, this guy come back today and act like them never need no forgiveness. Basically, that you say a badness thing and no rest of you can't do the rest of Jamaica that and then I come around and I go on like, oh, we are going to know who and who. We know if you have a red string type and or something, you know. Because nobody feel like so we are just enough to come run more, mix up and twist up amongst the rest of we again. And go on like so we are eat that like we don't know so we not sell out. I want to know if you have something on a tattoo or something on the forehead, then mark M, so we are maroon Rasta. We can't sit back and be so complacent again. I don't know mind not change. We still haven't evolved to the day where it is today. Nobody wants to be associated with the atrocity of slavery except maroons. Nobody wants seem to be openly accepting any gains from such an atrocity these days, Rasta, except the maroons. The maroons now ask for reparation from the damages and the brutality of slavery. The maroons asking for the reward for their role that they play in maintaining slavery, Rasta. The maroons is a curse. That boy when him Richard, you know, I I want to tell you, I don't get that energy from the entire maroon community now. Don't feel like the entire maroon community accept this type of argument and this narrative, you know, where this guy over sensationalize the thing and I push it in a direction where far more negative, far more backward than what we reach today, Rasta. You see it? You see it? I don't feel like the rest of people is highly supportive of this type of narrative. And so I think this boy do this under the same ignorant guys when have the rest of Jamaica as ignorant when can say and demand certain things and get and feel like it's even considerable. You see, I feel it's that same level of ignorance. I guarantee my right on the back of the people in ignorance in regards to constitution, in regards to the very English language that they have to use daily. You see, mind sharp, a vast majority of the old people up Maroon Town can't read and write the English language where I use. So them use some words that go over the people. And if you know mind sharp, I don't say that insulting me because education is not our own. And for the most part, I to get beaten for learn it. We make we hate it more. Next thing again, who parents have to pay if we learn it and them did poor. So for those of us who did not acquire this, to me, it's not a crime. It's not a shame. You know, see, so when you hear say I speak of it like that, don't feel like me target the maroon people in particular when it come. And then, furthermore, I made reference to all of Jamaica before that in terms of some boy take us for advantage based on we level of, you know, knowledge and clarity and access to knowledge and them type of thing there. It's just all of that I go on today, Rasta. You know, see it. Every time this guy come up with some sort of argument against the government, on the back of that, the government passed a new law secretly, and nobody never realized when it did not happen. You don't realize that? Eh? Each time this boy open his mouth about the maroon business, every time the smoke clear, the government pass all a new law. When nobody no get for hear boy or see or focus man. Cause that boy create a distraction, a diversion. You know see it? It's a old, this boy, I agree with Andrew Holness narrative in that one, a Rasta. A guy if it go. A boy if it go with him petty thief himself. Where you come from with that? And I come talk with ear of authority like it. There's no dignity in a way. He's a terrorist. You think we hear that? You're a terrorist. You was terrorizing the people of Jamaica. You're terrorizing the one black community Rasta and push them into slavery. Keep them into slavery. Whenever them run away from the plantation, you track them down, catch them and carry them back, Rasta. Destroy them little settlement where them set up and things like that. Even when them not come near you for offend you or make you seem culpable whatsoever. You know see it, you hunt them down at the other side of the island. And carry them back for a reward. I want to use to party in the town because you're free if you walk around the town and party in the town drunk. Drink off the money and drink beer liquor and drunk and at them. Tell the people them say alcohol was part of the reward for catching. You know, you can't have dinner, you know. It's disgusting, man. You know, today day and age, you turn up and speak a speech like that. Dignifyly, I demand the compensation for on a role in maintaining slavery, Rasta. You demand compensation. Richard Currie, he is a disgrace, man. He is a disgrace, Rasta. Oh, even to the very maroon people, he is a disgrace. Because that history is a disgraceful memory to any people. Right now, when them type of argument, they go so and blow up across the world and people really learn now. Because you are the one now who bring about this argument. So that's, and I have to teach people who the maroon was, the so-called proud people were a bunch of traitors. You understand me? A bunch of people who used to hunt slave and carry them back. Innocent slave or runway and there's somewhere hiding a little tattoo or something like that. The boy them used to hunt them like with dogs and carry them back as property to Europe. You know, see it, and get rum, get alcohol as a reward most of the time and all them could thing there. And drunk and lie down in a Spanish town like some little dirty boy. And them something, I them could have got anywhere and them where them, you know, them now watch them again because them I help them. Them comes, you know what I say? Yes, that's the maroon them. I don't lie, me I tell. You know, see it. Oh, you know, see it. They come to them with that thing there and come bring us out of illusion pan. Mr. Andrew Holness, if I write back to whichever authority and give this boy a strength and make them know, say, that was a delusional mistake. That was a very miscalculated mistake of a promise to the so-called maroons. And that promise should be rescinded. Because at the end of the day, it's a promise of rewarding a group of black people for enslaving other black people, Rasta. Europe should not be associated with anything like that today. Any form of, you know what I say? You know what I say? Because me even that are uncivilized, that way past uncivilized, you know, Rasta. Way beyond uncivilized. You know, see it? And today, a guy come claims the reward for doing them thing there. We should have helped bury them thing there under in a history. That's nobody no hear or know nothing about that. You know, see it? You are the one where come on, hey, Richard Currie is a disgraceful human being. He's a despicable human being. He's a monster. You know, see it? He's a monster. You know, got no heart. You know, see it? And be careful where you do. Because more time when the people wake up and realize where some boy lead them going, it beat upon them guy, then I better if them they just stay in them mother womb. You know, boy, scammer. Dirty scammer, that man. A scammer must scam the people, man. You see it? What kind of shame and disgrace that you use as pride? As demand. Oh, that Rasta, that coming like a Hitler. That coming like a Hitler Germany. That coming like Germany now, you know. I go to Israel, the Jews, them and I tell them, say, them for build back Stalingrad and Berlin, you know. Where the Allied forces bomb. It come like a that I go on right here, so you know. I'm one who wish, well-thinking, moral-bearing society are going to support that. You don't see it? Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you can't relent upon that one, man. Make a guy go ahead. Man, you don't see it? Yeah, no disrespect. Share, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna give up people for run with Richard Currie in fiercely, in road. Oh, you want we pay you? Cause them are gonna slung up there and we pay tax and the government have got pass. And them catch you back and carry. No, black people are one. No, we don't have that, Rasta. We don't have that.